The first parable that Jesus teaches us when he's talking about preparation for his return in the end of time is the parable of the 10 virgins. Now, I love weddings, and I've done a lot of weddings, and I'm always excited about doing them. I love to be performing the wedding, and I love to watch the bride come down the aisle, and I love to look over and sneak a peek at the eyes of the bridegroom as he's watching her walk down the aisle. I've done some weddings that started terribly late. I did one where we were waiting for the mother of the bride to retrieve her dress that was over an hour away. That wedding started 3.5 hours late. That's a long time. Jesus talks about a wedding here that started late, and the bridesmaids were all waiting so that they could greet the bridegroom and bring him to the bride. They had their lamps ready. It was evening, and they were waiting and waiting, and then they were waiting some more, and they fell asleep. And then all of a sudden, the bridegroom is coming, and they wake up, and half of them see that they don't have any extra oil. And they ask the others, give us some of your oil. And they say, no, we're not sure that we have enough. You're going to have to go get your own. And of course, they do that. They go and get their own. By the time they come back, the bridegroom has come, and now they want to get into the festivities. And the head of the feast says, I don't know you. You're not ready, and you're not going to get into the festivities. The 5 foolish virgins. What is the lesson here? What is the oil? The oil represents the Holy Spirit. And this is what I've been talking about for several weeks. In fact, ever since I first started with you, this preparation of having the Holy Spirit in us, dwelling in us, living in us. The most important thing that you can do to be ready for Christ's coming is to make sure that His Spirit is literally living in you. With His Spirit living in you, there is nothing that can separate you from the love of Christ. There is nothing that can harm you or take you away from His strong grip. Having the Holy Spirit is the key. And this is the lesson that Jesus tells first about being prepared for His return. Make sure that you have your oil. Make sure that you have invited the Holy Spirit to live in you and to help you to be ready when the bridegroom comes. We'll talk some more about the next story at the next devotional. In the meantime, be blessed, be safe. God does love you with an everlasting love.